Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Well, if you guys can believe it, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie isn't even out yet, and we have news, and I use that word very, very loosely, of not only a potential trilogy, but a Dr. Robotnik spin-off film. Whee! Yeah! So, let's talk about this. According to the website We Got This Covered, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is not only going to get 1, but 2 sequels, and there's even talks for a spin-off movie starring Robotnik. Now, these come from anonymous sources. So, yeah, there's already a big major red flag there. However, according to We Got This Covered, they claim that these sources are the same ones who broke the story that a Scream reboot was in the works, and also several casting decisions regarding The Matrix 4, both of which were later confirmed. So, I mean, to be fair, that is a lot more solid information than the current Sonic Adventure remakes news that's going around. Have you heard about this? So I know I'm going off on a bit of a radio-style tangent right now, but this is something as well which I think we can bring up in this one too, since we're talking about this. So, yesterday, a bunch of Sonic Adventure music tracks were leaked, and they sound a lot like recordings from a studio that were taken unofficially, and loads of places have reported it as being either, oh, here is some music tracks which were probably rehearsals for a concert which got leaked, and some other websites have gone, this means that there's a Sonic Adventure remake on the way! No, it doesn't mean that at all. There's nothing to support that claim whatsoever. I mean, at least with this, you have some sources who have confirmed knowledge of multiple movies saying that this is a thing that is going on. So let's talk about this, and let's talk about the possibility of it. Now, when the Sonic movie was being made by Sony Pictures did announce right at the very first press release that they did intend to make this a trilogy movie series. There were going to be sequels planned. But since it's moved to Paramount, talks of sequels have kind of, just not really happened. There's been absolutely no talks about it whatsoever. Now, that said, I am under no doubt they are considering, if not planning, sequels based on how well this one does. I would not be surprised if they have in their minds, yeah, we are going to do at least 1, maybe even 2 sequels. Whether the cast will remain the same is another question whatsoever, because I think personally they will struggle to get Jim Carrey back, because as we've seen, Jim Carrey's Eggman transforms more as the movie goes on into Eggman. And it's the whole Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man problem. Like, in most of the Iron Man movies, Iron Man doesn't fully have his mask on because, you've paid millions of dollars to Robert Downey Jr. We want to see his face on camera. And it's going to be the same with Jim Carrey. You're not going to put all this makeup on Jim Carrey if you can't actually see him. So, that is the issue. And I know somebody's going to say, but what about the Grinch? So yeah, I'm not sure if they'll be able to get Jim Carrey back for potential sequels, but a Robotnik spin-off? How's that gonna work? Like, yeah, I know comics have done stories just themed around Robotnik, but that was the thing. They're like 6 pages long, one-off comic strips. They're not entire 1.5 to 2 hour long movie epics. Yeah, you could do it, you can do it, you could do it, but the question is, why? And even should you do it? So, I'm not sure that I think that talk is kind of the same talk as, how when the Joker film came out a few weeks later, there was talk about, Joker sequel confirmed! And it was like, no, we haven't confirmed it. I mean, we're talking about it, but it's not confirmed. And I think it's kind of the same at that. I think that's like ideas at the moment that are sort of circling around, that they're throwing around at things. The whole Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy that they're talking about in terms of a movie, yeah, I can see that happening. I can completely see that happening. I don't think that's any surprise whatsoever. The surprise, however, is the spin-off talk, but again, I don't think it's that completely out of the realm of possibility. I mean, one example of this I can give you is when Doctor Who came back on TV. Now, we're talking about way back when Christopher Eccleston took up Doctor Who again, and I think this was back in, was this 2005 when Doctor Who came back on TV? So we're talking well over 10 years ago now. But anyway, when Doctor Who came back and Christopher Eccleston did his run and then he left and then David Tennant took over, there was a lot of talks of spin-offs, and several of them got made and several of them didn't get made, and some of them sounded absolutely stupid. Like, I think one of them was a spin-off about Rose Tyler, Earth Defender. Well, this is kind of the same thing. It's like just, oh, we'll just throw ideas up in the air and see which one gets some traction behind it or see which one sticks. So I'm not surprised that they are discussing the idea of a spin-off with Jim Carrey's Robotnik. Whether it's going to be Robotnik, you know, full-on video game style Robotnik, or if it's going to be Robotnik working for the US government as a human, I genuinely don't know. I don't think I would care to see that one. But to be fair, I think I would just prefer to see what the movie is going to be like, and if it will actually in fact be any good whatsoever, before we start talking about potential sequels, let alone a whole cinematic trilogy. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised we've got this. Like, we've seen that one clip of Jim Carrey as Eggman in the very first trailer where he's looking at that, it's like a sample of Sonic's Fair and it's sort of glowing and he's in full Eggman costume. Apparently that is from the very last few seconds of the film, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if that is the case. That is a sequel bait, so yeah, they will have a sequel bait thing in there. So whether it does go for a full free cinematic universe trilogy, whatever, yeah, they probably are planning it. Whether it is going to happen or not is a completely different question. I think they're probably going to wait and see until the movie comes out and how well it gets received, because, well, it's the Sonic movie, isn't it? I mean, it's either going to do amazing or probably going to do really, really bad. So yeah, that's the exciting news that there are, in fact, a Sonic cinematic universe on the way. My god, can you believe that? And also a potential spin-off for Jim Carrey's Robotnik, at least according to We Got This Covered sources, who have apparently been right in the past. I mean, it's more solid than the Sonic Adventure reboot talk or remake talk that's currently going on some places. It's more solid than that. But anyway, I figured I'd talk about that and sort of give you the news on that one. So let me know your thoughts. Do you want to go see a Dr. Robotnik movie? Let me know down there in the comments. And yeah, we'll have a proper video up this Friday because I'm sick of these little mini news updates. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you want to see a Sonic movie trilogy? And are you going to go see the Robotnik movie if that gets made? We haven't even got the first one out yet. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye. What do you mean We Got This Covered aren't exactly reliable? Oh, for fuck's sake!